Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi. And before we get started, would like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So we've got a little bit of an issue right now. There's a bit of an article's news of what has been going on with the Paramount merger with Skydance and everything and CBS. So let's read up this article here. Paramount's $8 billion merger with Skydance feels like a bargain in the media mega deal landscape. So, what I've read so far in this article is becoming a real big deal here. And there's a lot of changes that's going to happen, bro. So, let's take a read at this. The Federal Communications Commission approval of the $8 billion Paramount Skydance merger on July 24th marks a pivotal moment for the Belaguard media giant, but it has sparked debate over whether the price tag truly reflects the value of Paramount's storied assets. With the deal set to close on August 7th, that's within the second week. That's probably the first week of August, if I'm not mistaken. Executives at Paramount Global can finally exhale after a tumultuous year of negotiations, regulatory hurdles, and a political scrutiny. Yet in the shadow of historic media consolidations, the $8 billion figure, often cited as $8.4 billion, including adjustments, appears strikingly modest. To understand why, let's dissect the deal and stack it against three landmark transactions: WWE's merger into TKO Group Holdings, Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox, and Warner Brothers' Discovery merger. Breaking down the Paramount Skydance deal, the merger isn't a simple buyout, but a two-step process designed to infuse Paramount with capital while handling control to Skydance Media, led by David Ellison, son of Oracle billionaire Larry Ellison. First, a Skydance-led investor group acquires National Amusements, Paramount's controlling shareholder, for $12.4 billion in cash. Then Paramount merges with Skydance in a $4.75 billion all-stock transaction, paying out $4.5 billion in cash and shares to its stockholders and adding $1.5 billion in fresh capital to bolster the balance sheet. The resulting entity, tentatively called Paramount Skydance Corporation, boasts an enterprise value of $28 billion, encompassing Paramount Pictures, CBS, Nickelodeon, and Pluto TV. The FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, hailed the merger for promising significant changes at CBS, including commitments to diverse viewpoints and no new DEI initiatives amid broader concerns about the media bias. However, the valuation has raised eyebrows. Paramount's current market cap hovers around $8 to $9 billion, down from peaks over $60 billion in 2021. Weighed down by cord-cutting and ad revenue slumps and Paramount's Plus ongoing losses. Well, Wall Street remains cautious, with shares rising post-approval, but arbitrage opportunities emerging as the buyout price sits at $15 per share versus a current trading price near $13. Critics argue the deal undervalues Paramount's IP library, such as Star Trek, Mission Impossible, and a market hungry for content, but proponents to see it as a necessary lifeline in fragmented industry. Interesting. Very interesting. Now let's look at WWE's comparison. In September 2023, WWE merged with Endeavor's UFC to form TKO Group Holdings, creating a live sports and entertainment behemoth with a combined enterprise value of $21.4 billion. WWE itself was valued at $9.3 billion in the deal, while UFC contributed $12.1 billion and Endeavor retaining 51% control and WWE shareholders owning 49%. This stock-based merger wasn't a cash fire sale, but a strategic alignment capitalizing on WWE's lucrative media rights deals with Peacock and Fox. At first glance, WWE's $9.3 billion standalone valuation exceeded Paramount's $8 billion headline, despite WWE's narrower focus on wrestling content and events. Why disparity? The live sports remained a premium in the streaming era, immune to much of the cord cutting that plagues linear TV giants like Paramount CBS. Moreover, TKO's formation occurred during a bull market for sports rights, inflating values. Paramount's deal, by contrast, addresses a debt-heavy company in decline, making the $8 billion feel like a discount even as the combined $28 billion EV edges out TKO's. Now look at Disney. Disney's 2019 acquisition of the most of 21st century Fox stands as high water mark for media deals, clocking it at $71.3 billion in stock, and in cash after a fierce bidding war with Comcast. They priced up from the initial $52 billion offer, included assuming $19 billion in debt and spun up assets like Fox News into a new entity. This deal dwarfs Paramount Skydance by nearly 9 times, reflecting the 2018-2019 frenzy where conglomerates paid premiums for scale. Fox's pre-deal market cap approached $70 billion by global assets and a robust ad business. Assets Paramount lacks a compatible strength. Today, media valuations have deflated. Paramount's $22 billion enterprise value pre-merger is a fraction of Fox's, hammered by industry headwinds. If anything, the comparison underscores how Paramount's $8 billion transaction, while low, aligns with the post-boom reality where buyers demand concessions for turnaround potential. Now here's Warner Brothers. AT&T spin-off of Warner Media to merge with Discovery in 2022 created Warner Brothers Discovery, valuing Warner Media at $43 billion and the combined company of $130 billion, with a projected $52 billion in 2023 revenue. Structured as a reverse merger, AT&T shareholders got 71% of the new entity, with Discovery owners at 29%, and AT&T receiving $40.4 billion in cash and debt relief. No direct cash outlay for Discovery. Assets included HBO, CNN, DC Comics, Warner Brothers Studios, aiming to rival Netflix. Over 5 times larger than Paramount's headline, this deal highlights premium content's pull. HBO's prestige alone commanded a valuation boost, yet Warner Brothers Discovery stock has plummeted 80% since mirroring Paramount's struggles with depth and streaming fulfillability. Paramount's lower price tag reflects similar woes on a smaller scale. Its $28 billion post-merger EV is a fifth of Warner Brothers Discovery's initial figure, partly because Paramount's broadcast-heavy portfolio has depreciated faster in a cord-cutting age. Why does $8 billion seem so low? The contextual factors and outlook. The perception of a bargaining stream stems from Paramount's vulnerabilities, $15 billion in debt, annual losses, and a market cap eroded by competition from Netflix and Disney. Unlike the premium paid for Fox's IP arsenal, Warner Brothers and HBO's Jewel, Skydance is essentially stagging a rescue, injecting $1.5 billion to Delverage and the Fund Group. Broader trends and market weaknesses, regulatory scrutiny, and post-lockdown valuation resets have compressed media multiples, making $8 billion pragmatic rather than predatory. Politically, the deal's FCC nod amid Trump-era concessions has fueled controversy with dissenters like Commissioner Ana Gomez, decried potential government overreach. Figures like Senators Elizabeth Warren and Adam Schiff questioned ties to recent events, such as CBS's $60 million settlement with Trump and the cancellation of the Late Show Stephen Colbert. Yet stagnated by Paramount's financials, the low valuation isn't politically motivated by a symptom of industry malice. Looking ahead, of the merger could unlock value if Ellison's tech-savvy leadership revives Paramount Plus. Much like Disney leveraged Fox for streaming, for now, though, it serves as a cautionary tale in media's evolving arena. Yesterday's giants fetch today's discounts. So I will say this. Despite Warner Brothers, WWE, and Disney having this much money, more money merged than Paramount, I believe the Skydance is doing the right move because you want to go small, and then you got to rise up to being great again. Because look at what's going on with Warner Brothers. Look what's going on with Disney right now. They have been a major, major disaster with each other. All their political takes and their woke medias. So what Paramount is doing at Skydance, they're going slow. And then sooner or later, they're going to rise up and make big money, man. They got to fix their issues. They got to get rid of all the DEI woke propagandas out of the network, bro. They got to get rid of it. That's the only way you're going to make money. Because all studios, their job is to try to entertain people again. And that is something that needs to be done. It needs to be done. They need to start entertaining people back again. If they don't start doing that, bro, they are going to lose money, man. But like I said, Paramount and Skydance, they're doing the right move, man. They're doing the right move. So let's just see what happens. I will keep an eye on this. So, trust me on that. All right, guys. That's going to be it. So please, by all means, share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I will have this link in the description below my video. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.